Just look at all these mother-of-thousands plants. It's hard to believe that all of them came from one broken plant. A few weeks ago, one of the biggest and healthiest mother-of-thousands plants in my garden suddenly broke. At first, I thought I had lost a really good plant. But instead of throwing it away, I decided to see how much of it I could propagate. If you've watched my earlier mother-of-thousands video, you might remember this plant. This is the same plant that broke, and I had promised to propagate it and share the results. Well, this video is that update. And make sure you stay till the end, because the most surprising part of this story isn't that the plant broke. It's what happened after it broke. A few weeks later, this broken plant had turned into something that every gardener would be happy to have. So let me show you what happened. One morning, during my regular terrace inspection, I noticed that one of my mother-of-thousands plants had snapped in the pot. This wasn't a small plant. It was one of the largest and healthiest mother-of-thousands plants I had. In fact, many of the other mother-of-thousands plants in my garden had originally come from this plant. When I looked closely, the reason for the break was quite obvious. The stem wasn't very thick, which is normal for this succulent. The roots weren't very extensive either. But the biggest issue was the weight of the plant itself. The leaves were huge, and there were lots of them. And as you know, every leaf of a mother-of-thousands plant produces baby plantlets along its edges. Many of these leaves had dozens of baby plantlets growing on them. With all that extra weight, the stem eventually gave way. Now, since this is a mother-of-thousands plant, throwing it away wasn't really an option. If you've grown mother-of-thousands before, you already know how easily it propagates. And if you'd like to know more about the mother-of-thousands plant, including its care, propagation, and why it's such a unique succulent, you can click on the card at the top and watch my detailed video on it. So I decided to use every healthy part of it. I took the top portions of the branches and planted them in separate pots. A few cuttings also went back into the original pot. Since mother-of-thousands is generally easy to propagate, I was hopeful that most of these cuttings would establish themselves. Then I turned my attention to the leaves. The leaves were covered with baby plantlets, so I carefully removed them and placed them in a propagation tray. As you can see, there were already a lot of tiny plants there. At this stage, all I could do was wait and see how many would survive. After about 5 to 7 days, the cuttings didn't look great. Some of the leaves had started drying. You can see it on the plants in the larger pot, as well as the smaller pots. But that's quite normal. Fresh cuttings often go through some stress before they start rooting properly. So I wasn't too worried. I kept them in a spot that received bright indirect light and a few hours of gentle morning sun. I also made sure not to overwater them. Since these are succulents, I avoided overwatering and watered only when the soil started drying out. The baby plantlets in the tray, however, were doing really well. Most of them had started establishing themselves and were growing steadily. Then, after about a month, the results started becoming very clear. The cuttings in the larger pot had settled nicely. Almost all of them had survived and started producing new growth. Some of the older leaves near the bottom had dried out over time. But the plants responded with plenty of fresh growth from the top. The height of the plants had also increased noticeably in just 1 month. And remember, this is only 1 month's progress. There were also lots of small plants appearing around the base. The cuttings in the smaller pots were showing a very similar pattern. A few lower leaves had dried up, but the top growth was healthy and active, and all the plants looked well established. The tray of baby plantlets had also developed very well. Most of them had established themselves nicely and were putting out healthy new growth. They're still small at this stage, but they are growing steadily and should be ready for transplanting in the coming weeks. And this is when I realized just how successful this propagation project had become. From one broken mother-of-thousands plant, I ended up with well over 100 new plants. Not bad for a plant that looked like a complete loss a month earlier. But before ending the video, let me show you my favorite result. Just have a look at these leaves. In just 1 month, they've become little propagation machines. Look at the number of pups growing on them. Some of these pups have become surprisingly large. What's even more fascinating is the root development. You can clearly see healthy white roots forming while the pups are still attached to the leaf. And it's not just one leaf. If you look around the plant, especially near the lower leaves, you'll find many leaves covered with baby plantlets. Even before being separated, these baby plants have already started establishing themselves. Honestly, this surprised me as well. I've seen this kind of growth before, but not this quickly, and not within just 1 month. This is one of the reasons I find Mother of Thousands such a fascinating plant. Even after breaking, it doesn't stop growing. It simply finds another way to multiply. And honestly, that's one of the biggest lessons gardening teaches us. Not every damaged plant is a lost plant. Very often, a broken branch or even a leaf can become a completely new plant. For me, gardening isn't just about buying plants. The real fun comes from propagating them, multiplying them, and sharing them with others. In fact, many of these plants will eventually find a place in my friends' gardens as well. So the next time one of your plants breaks, don't lose hope. It might just be the start of many more plants. If you've ever propagated a Mother of Thousands plant, let me know in the comments how your experience was. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Your Garden Buddy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.